Hey, what's up? It's your girl Tara Marie. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how I got this silver and blue smoky eyeshadow routine. So if you want to see how I got this look, please make sure to watch towards the end of the video, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button and hit that bell notification so you're notified of all of my videos. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this look. Hey guys, so today I'm actually going to be following a tutorial by Lava Makeup, and I'm using it as inspiration. I don't have all the exact same colors and I wanted to have a little bit more of a silver vibe. So I'm gonna link the video to her tutorial in the description box so you can check that video out as well. So let's go ahead and get into the look. Okay, so I'm starting off with this turquoisey shade, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apply it to the outer and inner corner of my eye. So like you're seeing, I'm just gonna use a flat brush to do this just because it's a little bit more concentrated and it'll give me a little bit more color. So I'm just going to carefully place these colors just on the outer and inner corner, and then I'm also going to start dragging it up into my crease. And I'm just going to keep repeating this and slowly adding color until I get to my desired shape. And I kept doing this until I got about this shape here. So again, just work slowly with it and keep going and slowly adding color, and eventually you will get to this point. All right, so I have this blue on and it's looking a little crazy, but we're gonna keep going, and I'm gonna go ahead and start blending this out. I'm just gonna grab a small blending brush, and right over where we put the blue, I'm gonna go ahead and blur out the edges because we don't want any harsh lines, especially around the ends and where the color starts to fade up towards the brow bone. So I'm just lightly taking a clean brush and blurring out the edges so that our transition is as smooth as possible. Smooth like butter. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick up the shade Cola, and it's a darker blue shade. It's not as deep as the color that she's using, but it is the closest that I've got. So this is the shade right here, and I'm going to use that shade to deepen up my crease. So like I mentioned, I'm taking this darker blue shade and I'm placing it right over where we put the turquoise, just on the outer and inner corners, and then I'm going to be dragging it along the crease as well because I really want to deepen this up a little bit and really start to give this blue a little bit more depth. So I'm going to be blending it until I get about this right here, and then I'm going to be coming back to finish up adding up some little bit finishing touches on this eye look. Okay, so now that I have the darker blue down, I'm going to go ahead and darken it up just a little bit more with some black. So I'm just going to be picking up this black right here, and I'm going to be putting it on the outer and on the inner corners, and then diffusing it out a little bit with the same fluffy brush that we've been using to blur out the other blue eyeshadows. So with the black, I took a more tapered brush just so I can, I don't know, just grab any brush that you can place a lot of pigment with. So I'm grabbing it and again placing it on the outer and inner corners. We're just layering these colors just to make sure that we have good amount of depth, and slowly and gradually darkening it up. And then with that same brush that I used to put both blue shades down, I'm going to go right over the black and very gently with a soft hand blend over it. And I didn't put black into the crease, but I am taking the black and dragging it a little bit into the crease just because the blue wasn't as dark as I wanted to. So I'm taking a little bit of that residue from the black shadow and just blending it out. And I'm speeding this up just a little bit so the video isn't super long, but I'm just repeating this step until I get the desired effect. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to cutting the crease. I already put on some concealer on my little brush here, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to touch it to my lid, look straight ahead, and that's where I'll put my line. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of a halo I have to talk so slow when I'm cutting my crease.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Woo, I did it. Okay, so, sorry, I was so nervous. I always get nervous when I do like halos because it's random when it comes out nice. But I'm gonna go ahead and move on, and I'm gonna be applying the shade Hello, which is this very pretty shimmery pale blue shade. And I'm gonna be applying that with my finger just because I see the best results when applying these type of shades with my finger. So I'm just gonna, oh wow, that is so pretty. Can you guys see that? Whew, beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this and I'm just going to tap it right over where we put our concealer. And we're gonna have the silver, but I wanted to put this down to help with the transition in between the other colors. And because my concealer is still a little sticky from when I applied it, it's sticking true to the line, so I'm not having any wonky lines. And then I'm tapping slightly over that line of demarcation. I guess that's the proper language. Just tapping over that line. And then you can give a little bit more. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So this is the part of her tutorial where I'm gonna kind of venture off and do my own thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Sultry palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm gonna be picking up the shade Cyborg, which is this really super pigmented, shimmery, sparkly gold, not gold, silver shade. And this is what it is looking like. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply that right on top where we place the blue, also with the finger, just to make sure that we are getting that silver look in there. And I'm not putting this all the way up to where we have our cut crease line. That's partially why I put the blue down first, so that we can have some transitions going on. But I'm applying it very close, just not entirely right on that line. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with the small blending brush. I'm gonna pick up the dark blue shade that we applied at first, or not at first, but in our crease after we applied that light blue shade. So I'm gonna pick that up with my small blending brush, and I'm just gonna touch on the outsides and bring this blue right on in. And take your time. You know, it's not a rush. Make sure that the look is coming together nicely. And I just want everything to blend in together. So I'm barely touching the brush because I want the colors to like melt into one another. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm also going to do it for the inner corner. Now we have this really pretty blue ombre look. And then with the black shadow, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the brush that we used to apply that. And I'm going to reapply it on the outermost corner and on the innermost corner. And then after I use the brush to blend the blue on the other side, I'm going to take the blue, or take that same brush and just go over that black and then drag it maybe a little bit higher. I think I want to take this eyeshadow up maybe a little bit. I don't know, maybe not. I feel like I want to make it a little bit darker. But I'm going to go ahead and do that to the other eye, and I'll be right back. So I'm also going to be doing a wing liner with this look, just a small wing because I'm going to leave the edges here blurred. I'm not going to do a sharp line for today's look. So I'm going to grab my black liner, sorry, I'm like having a brain flow, my black gel liner by Pretty Vulgar, and I'm going to go ahead and do a small wing, and then I'm also going to be applying some false lashes, and then I will be right back. So I'm back, I have my lashes on, I have my eyeliner on, and I'm going to go ahead and do my skin off camera, just because this is more of an eyeshadow tutorial. If you want to see how I do my perfect skin, I'll put the video of my foundation routine in the iCard up here, and you can go check that out after you watch this one. But for my products today, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade 109. I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Tan Sand, and then I'm going to be using my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder in the shade Cappuccino, and I like to use that as my contour. So I'm going to go ahead and put my face on, and then I'll be right back to finish up the eyes and put the finishing touches on the face. So I've got my face on, and before I hop on to finish up the eyes, I wanted to tell you guys about the lashes that I'm wearing. I'm wearing the style Mumbai by Sumptuous Beauty. Let me show you the back. And these are the lashes. They're super curly and super voluminous. This style in particular has like that fanned out effect, so they're shorter on the inner corner and they, you know, like a butterfly. So, but if you are interested in checking them out, you can use my discount code TARA10 for 10% off your order. So now I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this eye look. I'm gonna go ahead and actually pick up this little blending brush, and I'm gonna be picking up the first turquoisey shade that we put on the eye at first. And I'm gonna pick it up on this little brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and smudge that shade all over the lower lash line. And you don't have to be afraid to take this down a little bit. You know, I'll zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better. But I'm taking this all the way to my inner corner and dragging it and then connecting it to the outer corner also. And I really want this blue to show up. So I'm going to do a couple run throughs of this blue. And after I have my blue, I'm going to go ahead and use that same brush, and I'm going to dip into the black shadow, and I'm going to blend it right above where we put the blue. And when I combine them, they're going to look more like a navy-ish. But I'm blending this black right into the lash line and following the same process, connecting it on the outer corner. And then I'm also going to drag it right into the inner corner. So now that we have our eyes complete, we can go ahead and move on with the rest of the face. So for my blush today, I'm going to be using my Note Desert Rose blush. And this is the shade that it's in. And I'm just going to be applying that with my flat face brush. And I'm going to be applying it to the outer corners or the outer portions of my cheeks. And just blurring it in. Just to give me a nice rosy look. But I'm not putting it on the apples of my cheeks because I have this bold eye look. I don't want my cheeks to compete with my eyes and then I look like a clown. So yeah, I'm just going to do this to give me just a little bit of color. And then for my lips, I'm going to be using my Mented Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Dope Taupe. And then to top it off, I'm going to be using my Desi Gloss in the shade Pink. And I'm just going to tap it right in the middle. When I use these two colors together, it gives me that perfect nude that I can wear with almost any eye. So this is a lip combo that I do very often. And then lastly, for my highlighter, I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Duo highlighter. And I'm going to be using the shade Hustler Baby. I'm just going to grab my highlighter brush and just highlight right on my cheekbone. And on the other high points of my face. Ooh, that was a lot. Let me buff that out some. So this is our finished look. I hope you enjoyed this blue and silver eyeshadow tutorial, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Terra Squad and stay up to date with all of my makeup tutorials, care tutorials, and product reviews. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday. So join the Terra Squad, and I'll see you guys next time.